Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
First carry for Joe Mixon. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Ace Pierce in on the tackle. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
This one complete to Washington. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
2nd down, Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play for the Panthers. 38 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Carolina. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go. Set. Not 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. That's Davis in motion.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Ward. He connects with Jordan Addison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Let's go.
A run here with Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Come on. Stop low, 18. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Throwing is Ward. Open man, that's Adams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route run. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Kevin Ryan. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Marks. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. From the 25, here's second and 8. In motion is Myers.
Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Ward. He'll complete it to Adams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
Let's go now. Like it.
Here's Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is second and 9.
60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
Ready.
To throw is Ward. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
70 Timberwolf. Ready.
They'll put Addison in motion. Ward now on third down. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Darius Davis. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Avante Turpin on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Real quick. 13.
On first and 10, Jackson. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Yards on the play.
How How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Sit hot. 180. Hey, report. Report. 13. Sit hot.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 44.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Forced out left. Jackson so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
It's a gain of 20.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Ward. A quick slant. Here's Adams. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
19 Lions.
On first down, it's Ward. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Back to throw is Ward. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Mustang 19. 19, Pioneer. 60 Maverick.
Again, it's Ward. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They're going to go. It's Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. It is 2nd and 6.
It's hot. It's hot. shot. 13. No, we changed it. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
A design run here with Jackson. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
6-yard line.
Jackson now on second down. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He's trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And now it's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They put Adams in motion. On first and 10, Ward. That one caught by Adams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Out of the gun, Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Forced out wide. Going up top. Oh, he overshoots him. Could have
did about all he could there, Mike. I mean, he bought as much time as possible. Really nice job just keeping the play alive, and I don't blame him. After a while, you just look downfield, you find your #1 receiver and say, hey, I'm going to give him a shot to go up and make a play, and more times than not, it works out, but in this case, falls incomplete.
He's going to try it here again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard. Third, they need 8. Shotgun snap for Ward. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there. Oh, try to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Shot.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Out to the left side and taken in by Golden. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Jackson on the run to the right. Now he'll run. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Rolling right, and he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Report!
Henry. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Third and goal for Jackson. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Ward. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the veteran Calais Campbell getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
No. Hey, offensive. Hey, middle.
Here's a run. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second down. Jackson moving to his right. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
And he's in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Panthers. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Panthers will get out in front, 17-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Now, first down throw for Ward. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19. And a very quick first down.
70 Lions.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. And the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Ready.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Take it. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Three.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Smash. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He'll get that out to Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. here, and it's Marks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
3rd and long.
Raptor 60, Raptor 60. Gravity Ranger, Gravity Ranger.
On play action, it's Ward. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup
From
of
the 33,
6.
here's 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Jackson. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Tackle made back at his
Well, the best
48-yard
screen
line.
plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
To throw is Jackson. Forced to his right. Going for it all. He got it, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Carolina. Elliott. Good on the extra point. Panthers move out to a 24-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. 19, go.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
27 yards.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Seven Warriors, seven Warriors.
44-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Ward. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Come on.
Davis going in motion. Slot man in motion right.
Mustang 19.
To throw on second down is Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to be third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing again is Ward. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Wyatt.
They snap it to Ward. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10.
70 Wyatt. 50 broadcast, 50.
Again, it's Ward. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ready, break. Buffalo, ready. Nike, Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Ward to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on third down. Ward throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll come up for first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Adams.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Exiting the pocket right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter in clout.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Mixon gonna try and run it. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go again here with Henry. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say so long from Uptown Charlotte.